One person was injured this afternoon after a crash in Holden. Traffic was at a standstill around 2 p.m. on Route 1A in Holden after the crash between two SUVs. Authorities say the driver of one vehicle pulled out of the Irving station and into the path of another. Holden police tell us the driver who pulled out of the gas station had their vision obstructed by another vehicle pulling in. One person was taken to the hospital for minor injuries, while others were treated at the scene. Route 1A has since reopened.